What were you saying now? Sorry, because I was on the phone. I am. Thank you. Oh, like thunderstorms. Is it? Yeah, it's like, and it rains heavy, but it stops very quickly, and then starts quickly, but it doesn't last. Only their thunderstorms. Yeah. When they've got a hurricane. Yeah.
So in a few minutes, we will start soon. Please wait for a while. I will start from 2 sharp. Still, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something. Okay, thank you. Is it warm now? Enough? Enough warm?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, within 1 minute, we will start. Okay, from 2 sharp. Please prepare true and spoken by Buddha to recite. If you don't have that, there are some there. Okay, then now we can say 2 sharp. So we will start today's seminar that is titled Happiness from Right Speech. I'd like to share with you the wisdom, how much important the speech you make is. Okay, so yes, definitely that will define your place you are going. Okay, so that's why please listen carefully to today's one. Okay, so to start with, we will recite true as spoken by Buddha. The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okan. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And the Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These seven colors help each other, and their appearance Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom, the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls resting in peace. Dear souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of life. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down rapid stream, you need to punch in a stream. Then you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and the Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruit of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waited. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. There are three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by. Yet still your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and the brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future to invite such people to Buddha. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas. Believing that the light has reality. Believing that the love has reality. Believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. With the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. Okay, so let's start. Then, as I told you, oh, sorry. Hello, everybody in YouTube. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so today we'd like to talk about this one, right speech. It is very important because, as Master says, the world created by words. So also utopia created by words. Okay, yeah, I have. So that this is the words or language. Why God gives us the language to communicate each other. You understand? Why God has granted us the language or words to communicate each other. Master Oka said, okay, you may wondering, oh, why? Okay, so, okay, because God order, the first order from God is love each other. Then, as a great tool, He has given us words to understand, to love each other. He granted us words, the language. So then, be careful. This is very sharp. Like language or words are very sharp. That's why to use it, we need to be very careful. So we also, this is very, very great. That's why this can also, or like crush this world and the relationship, right? So then today we'd like to share how to use the words to create utopia. Then you have to develop willpower and self-discipline to do so because it's a language or words very useful. But like car, if you don't have a certain driver experience, if you don't have, then you can get crashed. Yes, that's why. And many people don't know that. Like you need a quite training, some kind of training. But without training, they try to do something. That's why many crashes all over the world now happen. So then now we can share this wisdom. Okay, so let's start. Okay, creating the science of happiness. A book you may know already. Yes, sir. Right, Japan. And in this Japan, clearly heaven is created with us. So please listen. Please, let's just listen. Okay. Yeah.
Another important part of the Eightfold Path is right speech. This is not easy to practice, yet it is the most obvious checkpoint for self-reflection. Speaking rightly is so difficult to practice that we cannot master it in just 1 or 2 years. To truly control one's words requires tremendous effort. But we cannot ignore the fact that human society is founded on words. Self-reflection on right speech is not limited to the words which you speak through your mouth. It covers all the outward forms of expression that reflect the thoughts in your mind. It includes written words and body language that express your thoughts more eloquently than any words. Your facial expressions and eyes are more eloquent than your lips. The subtleties of your eyes and face express your feelings towards others. Some people are only concerned with what they have said, but They should pay more attention to their facial expressions, especially their eyes. Self-reflection on right speech includes all body language. Now, I will talk about the spiritual background of the above explanation. The real world is a world of thought. In that world, thoughts and actions are not separate, but are one and the same. Everything you think, be it good or bad, manifests immediately. On Earth, however, your thoughts do not always produce direct results. Your thoughts are manifested through the interface of words and actions. For this reason, it is first necessary to be conscious of your words. How many negative words are people uttering? Typical spirits in hell can be distinguished by the words they use. They never speak a word to wish for the happiness of others. Although they seem to wish for their own happiness, they do not realize that the words they utter defile themselves, as well as their divine nature. Words are indeed mysterious. They teach us more clearly than anything else whether or not we are living in accordance with God's will. If you find it difficult to practice deep self-reflection, think about the words you speak. Try to imagine what the world of angels would be like. There is no heaven where people harm each other with words. To put it the opposite way, heaven is created with words. The spirits in hell have no physical body. And they exist as thoughts. So, if they want to change hell into heaven, they need to correct their words. Then, a heavenly world will immediately unfold. It is that simple. However, many people are unable to practice the second path of the Eightfold Path. There are no limits to right speech. And this is true for everyone, including myself. Ultimately, right speech must be composed of words of the truth that possess the strongest and most refined spiritual power. It is completely wrong to think you have completed self-reflection on right speech simply because you did not say anything to harm others. You need to deepen your reflection to the extent that you examine how many words of truth you could have offered to others through your speech during the day. How many words of truth did you convey to the people you met? Were you able to give nourishment to their souls and kindle a light in their hearts? Self-reflection must go as far as checking these points.
Okay, so then next I will show you the master lecture that is called this type of happiness from right speech. Then, based on that speech before I show you, we think of that. Right speech doesn't mean like a good speech in front of people. Okay, that is the tool to make a great relationship with others. Then, great means to create great world, utopia in this world. So that has granted by God, Elkanah. Then, please listen carefully. In this lecture, he talked about his own experience, how he did develop his own right speech in his younger days. And he showed us, shared with us many examples. So you can define, oh, that is a way of thinking to correct my speech. Okay, so please listen carefully.
最近またですね、このまた始まってからワンゼネレーション開店しましたので、若い人たちで初期の頃の知恵を聞いておられない、勉強しておられない方、増えたように見受けられるので、昔ね、いや、ですが、さっき20分ぐらい見た話、私に聞いてくれて、あんまり伝わらないので、簡単ですけれども、簡単な決めてないことがあまり分かってない方が多く感じられます。最近は政治的なこととかですね、いろんな管理して向き合う読めているんですけれども、現在、分かってないんじゃないかなと思うことが多いです。で、今日は、一応、正しい言葉、働き方ということからの、最初から幸福と話していました。橋本研修などがあるんですけど、集まって難しくて、分からないという人も多いと思います。順番でいけば、例えば証券、証子、証拠とくるんですけども、最初の橋本証券だって、正しい見解とか、正しい観察とか言われるんですが、基本的には、宗教観、本当は、現在であれば、幸福の科学を重視して、幸福学的な価値観を学べば、証券ができるということにはなっているんですけれども、教えがかなり可愛い対応でございますので、本人が学ぶことを読み取ってですね、自分の考えとしているか、観察する視点にしているか、やっぱり、いろいろな気がしますし、証券に基づく、少子と言ってますね、正しく思うというのは、場面が言ってますけど、それは簡単ではないことではありますよね。正しいのを思うことができるようになっていれば、宗教の信仰の範囲が大半に近い部分がありますので、少子だって、レベルには必ず差があるだろうと思うし、一生終わらないといえば終わらない教えだろうとは思うんですね。発祥は、終わることのない修行の一つではありますね。だから少子そのものとっても、子供時代は大丈夫だったとか、青年時代は大丈夫だったとか、中年期、晩年期、 どうだかって言ってます。あの時は良くても、あの時は悪くなったこともあると思うんですね。置かれた環境と境遇とか人間関係によって変わっていることもありますよね。証券承知でも十分難しいんですが、心としては考えていくべきかとは思います。承知は仏法真理に沿って自分の心に浮かんだことを考えたことと振り返ってみて、正しいか正しくないか、毎日思うことですね。これは承知なんですけども。ただ、心がよくわからない、心って何だってよくわからない、人にとっては承知も相当難しいだろうと思うんです。自分の心っていうのはいつも見ていて掴んでいる感じの、あるいは心ちょっと悪くなってるな、これ直さなきゃいけないとか、浄化しなきゃいけないなと思いながら人であれば、かなり正直できると思うんですけど、なかなかその心を掴めない、よくわからないので、本当にそこで正午のところもですね、同じ人間であったの、まずは人の歴史、経験についていろいろ変わっては、これだろうなというふうに思います。とにかく難しいところがございましてですね、テレビとか新聞とかいうのは、他にいいところありますよね、新聞も。別に、はっきり言わない、自分にかからないような言い方をしたりは、いろんな引用したり、例えを出したりするし、テレビの中でも、尻尾捕まらないように喋る人は、公人と呼ばれる人が多いですし、上手に、いいのが術を身につけている方が多いですね。政治家も多いですね。学者になりもそうだから、さっき言いましたら、看護とか抽象用語を使って、哲学用語を使って、一般の人はちょっと壁がある言葉の使い方をすることが多いので、なんか違ってるのが出てるような気がするけど、なんか難しいことはちょっと中に縛られると、全体としては批判はできないし、わからない、多分言えないみたいな、感じが多いかなと、思います。で、それは、もう若くても年を取っても私はね、いいんですけど、この中国のところはですね、比較的、なんていうか、自分自身が自分自身を観察する対象として、分かりやすいところが簡単だと思うんですよ。だから、たとえ、有物論的な、無神論者、これで終わるしかないとか、神様がいないとか言ってる系統の人ですね、最悪、あるいはマルクス、主義系統の人であって、心もわからない、魂も認めない、何も認めない、霊的なものが認めないという人で、宗教称号もその他も否定するかもしれない。宗教称子も否定するかもしれない。称号のところは、自分の口から出ている言葉であるし、書き取ることができるし、こういうことを言ったというのをこう言いますので、こういうことは否定できないものがあるんですね。自分が言った言葉をこう書いたもの、あるいは表したものを、これ見てどう思うかという判断をさせてみたら、これはちょっときついかなとか、言い過ぎたかな、これは間違ってるかもしれないなとか、相手が傷ついたというのは当然かなとか、いうようなことがあるんじゃないかなと思うんですね。私自身も、何かの問題言ってるとは思いますが、若い頃は、集会に称号の人であったというよりは、称号のことを中心によく考えて反省したことが多くてですね、だから人間関係で人と付き合った後に喋った言葉等で反省することが多くてですね、あまりいろいろと多かったので、いちいち上げることもできないくらいなんですけども、どうしてこうなんていうか言葉をどうできないのかと捉えられるのかということをついてでも苦しみました。 まあ、この言葉に関しては、
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You're still here.
Sorry about it.
We had a really great.
Maybe we can restore this problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, it was a lovely day. Yeah, it was lovely. Thank you.
Sorry, disconnection happened. Please wait for a while, please. Well, this machine, yeah, I mean, projector doesn't work.
Give it a time, it's coming on. It's coming on.
Oh, yeah, coming. Coming, but no screen.
Did you turn it off and on again?
Yes, I did it.
What's that? Something came up.
Mm.
You could probably switch it off on the main.
Yeah, main switch I did.
Off of the main socket. Yeah, good idea. The main socket. Main socket.
Yeah, the main socket here.
You mean this one?
The main socket is over there? Yeah. No, not that, not the actual machine. The socket.
This one?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but let's
I did, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, then try. Oh, coming, but not yet. I can yes. No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's already something you can
It seems like that.
You see the fuse? Now the light bulb.
many more minutes of the lecture is left?
About
About 6.
it's very slow like computer.
Yeah, it does work.
No, with the projector, it either projects or it doesn't.
No, we don't have projector. This is the only one in this.
Yeah. Exactly. Fantastic. Where do we go from here?
Okay, then another way is that we don't use the projector.
Yeah.
Then because I summarized already.
Yeah. You could tell us.
Yeah. And then, but for YouTube people, I will maybe. Yeah, I will show them.
Yeah, exactly.
This data
Okay.
of the screen.
Yeah.
So they can see it also.
Yeah. We just go from where we left off.
Okay.
Share the slide.
Yeah, then everyone, sorry, we just that projector has been broken, so that's why we changed the way of learning. Okay, so I will show you this one like this. Okay, so then you can read it with us. You can understand everything through that because this paper included that like a summary of master's speech, so we can learn a lot from it. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you very much for your cooperation. But you can see it, right?
Just put the link. Yeah.
By email.
By email.
Yeah.
Okay. And since I will send, but it will take time, like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, many people.
Yeah, just have you do it.
Okay, then I will send it to you through the email today, within today. So, but listen to the lecture. Okay. So, first of all, like Kamishima. Okay. First of all, his experience is here. Can you see the first one you have in the paper? Yes. I will read it for you. At the age of around 20, I often used harsh words and spoke and acted without careful thought. I often wondered if I would become like those historical figures after a certain number of years. I was always thinking that I had to become more thoughtful when I earned some. As we went through various experiences, I suffered and had to reflect on my own speech. That is the starting point of Masaru Okawa. Okay, so he reflected himself very humbly. So he admitted that I used wrong words, wrong speech. And second, he said, as I went through various experiences, I suffered and I had to reflect on my own speech. Gradually, I realized that I had to think carefully before I spoke. Because word could be a weapon that hurt other people. I tend to think how a person would take my words, or I try to restrict my wrong words in different words after I uttered them. It was difficult to apologize for my words on the spot, soften the tone of my voice, speaking in a roundabout way, and use complimentary words while watching people's expression. So, as he said, he made some mistakes in his younger days, as he said. Then, this is a great point. He changed his mind because he didn't see people's facial expression. That's why he tried to carefully watching their facial expression when he made a speech, so that he can be careful and he can give great words to others. That is what his experience. Then, next page. What this automatic means his experience. Okay. Words come to have different meanings depending on the person's situation, age, experience, and the influence I speak in public all year. So I often use inappropriate words unwittingly. It is quite difficult. Even he be careful, he was very careful, but he made some like inappropriate words. That's his reflection. I think this is great. A lot of people don't understand that, and then as he is like that. Yeah. So, but he reflected every time. He got many wisdom from his experiences. This is the difference between normal people and great people. Normal people don't reflect at all. They just say like that because they are stupid. That's why they don't understand. That is normal people. So yes, practice like that. Because they are stupid, they don't understand my words. I'm great. So they are stupid like that. But he reflected very well. Even he started this activity, he said, I often use inappropriate words unwittingly. So, and then try to reflect it. And then, next one, I will read. Okay, you don't need to watch it. I tended to beat around the bush when I try to point out someone's mistakes. This is the point. Okay. So normally, normal people just point it out. You are wrong. You are rude. It's rude like that. But he didn't do that. After reflection, he realized I tended to beat around the bush. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. When I try to point out someone's mistakes, yes. As a leader, sometimes we have to point out other mistakes. Yeah. But at the time, if you attack someone's character directly, you are wrong. Or it's rude, whatever that. And then big conflict happens. Then the problem becomes more bigger and bigger. So that's why, as he said, please beat and push. Like that. Like that. Yes. Yeah. And then, yeah. When I worked for a company, I also had conflict with people at all. After several years since I joined the company, I became a member of the executive committee of the labor union and also attended the meetings. I remember that my junior colleague told me that this is point, okay? Please listen carefully. When he criticized someone, he always left them a way out without thoroughly criticizing them. Yes, if you chase the person until he admitted his mistake, he gonna be crazy than admitting his mistakes. So that's why this is also another point he did. So always left them a way out without thoroughly criticizing them. So please remember this one. This is very important for your development. Okay, I will show you. All right. Yeah.
Maybe between the wife and the husband that happens sometimes. Okay, so she always try to chase him until he completely admitted his mistakes and apologized like that. So that is the cause of trouble. He admitted. Okay, then he changed the law. That means he had learned the art of warfare. You know art of warfare. Art of warfare written by one of very famous like a strategist in Chinese history. So art of warfare. And then when you attack a castle, you must not besiege it from every side. You should leave a lightly guarded area. Okay. So yeah. Yes. Don't chase others until he or she completely admitted, and apologize. Like that actually make problems bigger and bigger. Okay, so that is another point. Then he said, I study the art of here, so I try to not thoroughly criticize people when I had to. Can you do that? Okay. Yes, you may ask him, apologize completely, admit his mistake or her mistake. But he didn't so that. I gave them some praise and then gave them advice like this. Okay, for example, one person made mistakes, the calculate money or something like that in the company. He didn't point it out directly. Instead, what he did is first, yeah, you did a great job. Thank you very much. Then you are good at to counting the money. But sometimes we not you, okay? We made mistakes. And this time I found it. So please try to confirm again. Like that. Then he feels very good. Because people look for recognition from others, right? There, if you said it's rude, you made mistake. You need to count again the money. Yes, because he feels that my boss don't have any trust in me. So then he disappointed and get upset. So that's why don't say you are rude or it's mistake. You are wrong like that. Instead, first of all, you did great job. 80%. What compensation within the compensation? 80% you need to praise him. Okay. Then 20%. But sorry, unfortunately, even I didn't realize, but we have some mistakes in calculation. You need to say we, not you, not you. We made some mistakes. I found it. So could you try again? That is 20%. Okay. This 80% and the 20% rule is a very fundamental one to make them understand their own mistake. Okay. Yes, you need patience. That's why he said you have to develop willpower and self-discipline to make them understand their mistakes. Okay. So, and at the age of 27 or 38, it's very young. Okay. When I had to criticize people, I try to leave them a way out like that. Okay? Like I show you. Okay. And then now that I am older, I think I am more careful about my words. Yes. Whenever he has meeting with disciples, he very rarely criticizes his disciples. First, praise all people. Thank you very much for your great work. We did this. But this point, he said, we need to correct, not you. Okay, we need to correct. So all disciples can understand very well. Even the Master Okawa did it. Why don't we do it? Okay, so this is another point. We have to think of that. Then, okay, this one, these are the experiences Masaoka did. Then, from this, he spoke about the general idea, what we should do. So here we go. Very important point. He this time. After this is the way how use the right words. So first of all, he showed us how many mistakes he did, and they try to correct it. It's shame to tell you that, right? But he openly shared his mistakes and the first half on his speech. Then he talked about the general idea. Otherwise, they don't listen. It's kind of praise himself. He's conceited, something like that. He thinks so. Someone coming? Okay, okay, great. So it goes. Words can be quite subjective. This is the truth we have to think. Whenever you talk about something, we always be very subjective, right? Not objective. You may think I am very objective, but not that. Because whenever you speak your own words, you can be very emotional. You cannot avoid being emotional. So then if you recognize I am now very emotional, then everything will be settled. So please please admit it. Please be advised that words can be quite subjective. Whether you lose your friends or can survive in an organization depends on how you can well tune your words. It is also true of family relationships. He already showed an example by his own experiences. And he said his mistakes. He showed some mistakes of his own. And then there are some people who suffer from your words for as many as 10 years. Like that. Yes, this is happened. Some people remember what you say for some tens years, like that. Some decades, like that. Okay, so please be careful. Otherwise, always she or he thinks she's a bad one. Because she told me every day. Remember. Okay, so that is a very distinct, very unfortunate situation. So it is also true family relationships. There are some people, for 10 years, even if you praise them 99% and criticize them 1%. So you have to have an insight into the character of such people. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, because people remember only bad words, harsh words. Yes, and then they don't remember 99% of praise. They don't remember at all. And that's normal people. Please remember that. Normal people can accept only harsh words or bad words. And the other good words, just they think like, oh, he pretend to praise me like that. So, and they forget that. But happy person, 1% happy person, think those words who the people praise the himself or herself is correct. And the others, harsh words, forget. The happy people forget that harsh words. They are good at forgetting everything. So then, in this sense, in the practice of right speech, you have to be careful to not use hurtful words. Yes. This is a very much good point. He showed us. Okay, please read carefully. Again. Okay, you have to be careful not to use hurtful words. right? I mark these words with red letters. Please don't use hurtful words. Then, as I told you, as Master said, first you need to show the recognition toward the person. How much you did good work. Then, little bit give him or her, like not harsh words. Okay, please change those words like, how can I say? Okay, for example, if you want to say, like, you are wrong, or it's rude, like that, what do you say? What do you say instead? Then, yes, like that. It's better idea to do so. You did a great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate your effort. And then, but we need make a very good circumstance here. That's why I think that is good idea to do that. Yes. Okay. So you can avoid any conflict between people whenever. Of course, if you are boss or if you are colleague, even the colleague, you have to point out his wrongdoing. Okay, but in that case, if you love that person and anyone have no right to criticize people or no one have right to attack people. Instead, if you expect him to correct his attitude, please admit first his great point. Show recognition. Then you can show them like how we, not him, not you, not her, okay? How we can improve this situation together, okay? So she or he can accept what you say. This is the same as raising child, right? If you have experience to raise child, so on there you experience this kind of thing. Whenever, yeah, whenever you told him off harshly, he didn't accept, just crying or try to against that. Yeah, okay, yeah. But if you first admit like recognition and give him recognition, and then try to tell something to him together. I am mother, you are my son, so let's do it together like that. Then he tried to accept that. So yeah, this is yes. This is a kind of technique, but very important. Then, if your words stab someone in their heart, you have to make an effort to compensate for that. Yes. Sometimes even you don't realize that. Sometimes you stamp something into their heart, but at the time, please love his heart, and try to get rid of, take it out. Yes, slowly. Just take now slowly, not quickly. That's hurt everyone more. Okay, so I think you have to say the opposite to make up for it. It is very important. I think you have to do opposite. You have to say the opposite to make it up. Okay, so this is also like a technique Master Okawa show us how to create good relationship with others. Okay, so another thing you have to remember is that there are people who say something insincere. Yes, there are. Okay, I think so. And this has something to do. Sorry. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Okay, so what I did. Okay. Another thing you have to remember is that there are people who say something insincere. I agree. Then this has something to do with right thought and right speech at that time. And the people like this have to make an enormous effort to correct this tendency. Insincere doesn't mean like just like hurt others or something like that. They try to show how much I am smart. Something like that. They speak a lot and criticize others. Those people also exist, right? Then you need to correct it for a long time because he said in this lecture, I was that. I was that. I spoke a lot and show my talent to others and pretend I am smart. That's what he did. He said, not me, okay? Master Okawa said like that. Then he said, people like this have to make an enormous effort to correct this. Enormous effort. How many years he did? You know, over 10 years to correct it. So, as the saying in Chinese classic goes, a person of depth and composure can be called first rate. It is often said that a person who is talented but eloquent is not a first-rate man, but a third-rate man. Okay. Third-rate man means in Japanese, sanryu. Yes, and if you try to show them and ask them the recognition, show them your talent and ask them the recognition, that is a third-rate man, 三流の人. But yes, but a person of depth and composure can be called first-rate, 一流の人, like that. So it is the very important point also. And the people have a strong confidence. I am on the right way. Then they try to keep silent instead to show them my talent. So it is like evidence. If you talk too much and then show them like my talent and try to get the recognition from others, that means you don't have any confidence. So, and then next one. You should rather see the good in others than say harsh or negative words to them or reveal someone's shortcomings. Yes. Why it happens? Why we try to point out shortcomings of others or harsh words, negative words through your mouth? Why? I think so. Yeah. Okay, so because we natural people who have never practiced self-reflection thinks my first reaction is or my first emotion is myself. Yes, but people who have practiced self-reflection thinks that first reaction is a reaction of my body. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you think? Like that. Those are not myself. This is a just reaction. After reaction arises from my mind, you need think of that. After you recognize first reaction, I mean first emotion, like anger, hatred, or proud, or looking down others, or something like that, conceited, jealousy. Yes, those reactions, normal things, this is me. That's why suddenly, sooner you feel something, you will tell something to others. That is a normal conversation, very emotional, sometimes collapse. Except you have same wavelength with that person. But every people have their own idea. That's why normal people cannot understand everything. Or normal people cannot understand all of what you are saying. then conflict happens. If you think so, first emotion, first reaction is me, like anger, hatred, jealousy, or proud, and doubt, something like that. Those are problems. But many people think this is me. And then, as a result, they are possessed by evil spirit. To avoid that, don't react fast. Just see very objectively what happened in my mind. If, in the case of, for example, the anger happened in your mind, what you should do? Yeah, take the breath and count it quietly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then your divine nature will tell you something. So words will given from heavenly world at a time. If you pray, yes, people around you always give you harsh words. That's the reality. I understand. In the normal life, no one can understand you at all. Okay? So they gave you harsh words without any bad intention. That is a normal. Then you should be very careful about it. If you react sooner after first emotion or first reaction coming up in your mind, then you can be connected with those bad feelings with evil spirits. So the inspiration you will get at that time is not from heaven. Yeah, that's why you need to take breath. And also think of that objectively. What he want to say. Like that. Then if he did bad thing or he gave you bad words, this is a good chance for you. Okay, just watch it and then think immediately. How? If angels is here beside me, how angels is telling me? Because angels filled with love, right? And then only person who loves him can give caution. Otherwise, you should not do that. Check whether you love him from the bottom of your heart. Then, if you check it, then if you don't have such kind of love at all, just ignore what he said and then change the contents of conversation like that. But if you can say with strong confidence, yes, I love him. I have to take care of him. Then with deep breathing, pray to El Cantare, pray to angels. Give him great words to make him wake up. He did wrongdoing. So that's why, please help him. The person who gave you the harsh words is not the bad one. He is the person who need help. Right? What you need is not to attack him. What you need is help him, save him with angels in the heaven. Okay, this is the point of right words. So words will be given from heaven as long as you focus on the deep breathing. But when you make very shallow breathing like this, yes, please remember, you realize whenever you get angry and fought with your partner, what you do is right? Gathering energy like that, yes. Around here. Okay? So you need to avoid that. The more shallow you did the breathing, then the more fighting energy coming up and conflict happen. So that's why be careful. And then it says Yeah, if you have to scold someone, you should mention their merits first and gently scold them or quietly advise them so as to avoid hurting others' feelings. Okay? So no one has right to hurt others' feelings. Okay, so please be careful. My words don't hurt others' feelings or not. This is another checkpoint. Then some people may say you may be misunderstood. Yes, if you kind to that person who did bad things, if you kind to that person who did bad things, then they may be misunderstood. But he said, I don't think it is good to unilaterally end and a personal relationship, right? So we can build up high, great relationship with those people. From my experience, he said, he goes, you should make an effort to adjust relationships through words. Yes, this is a means to create great relationship. In same shoes, if you are in, okay, he gave, for example, he gave you the harsh words to you, but there are many options to tell what you tell. Okay, there are many options, but very emotional people think this is the only way to stop him. And it isn't. It isn't. So, although it is quite difficult because at that time you should control your own emotion, right? And you should control your own words. Yeah, it is easy to say like a very critical one, like you are wrong or it is rude. But if you say like that, you will break any relationship. So just be patient for a while and with the people. Ask help to angels. Please help that person, not me. Okay. Please help that person who gave me the harsh words. Ask help with the people. And don't fear about it because he also the child of God. So he has divine nature within. Okay. And next page. You should reflect on the words you said to others or the words others said to you. Both, not only your words, but words from others. Because sometimes you may misunderstand what he said. So you need to think of both and how you felt and reacted to them. This is the point. Check whether you reacted like cats. Okay, cats reacted like if someone tried to hit her, suddenly run away or try to attack like that, start attacking. But that very emotional action make you unfortunate because at that time you are governed by emotion. So emotion gives you more hardships if you cannot control. Okay, and then if you use improper words, you should reflect on and correct them. If you mistakenly interpret others' words, you should also reflect on that. Okay, so that means sometimes we need to admit that we cannot understand others' words completely, 100%. Normal people can understand how much percent. The psychologist said normal people can understand other words only 30 or 40%. 30 or 40%. Then remaining 60 or 70% you don't understand. That's why you need to admit you couldn't understand what he said completely. So you need more two-way conversation, so that you can understand more. Normal people just listen and react and attack him. Start attacking. Hey, what are you saying? Like that. What the hell? Yes. Yes, and argue. Yes. And then, especially if you make an effort to speak in the right way, you will be able to create a more harmonious relationship. That means take time to understand others and try to give praise him or her first, then start good conversation. Even if in the case he did wrong thing. Okay. So by doing this, you will be able to make your life relatively happier. Yes. This clearly shows, he clearly shows reason why you cannot be happier in the relationship with others because you don't practice this way. Yes. He said, try to understand others. But normal people try to make himself or herself understand. Right? Try to make him or her understand. That is a way unfortunate people try to do. But please change that mind. Instead, try to make others understand you. Try to understand others. So you can get a great relationship with others. And then, what prevents you from leading a happy life is your words, which contaminate the environment around you, like exhaust gas. Yes, you are surrounded by this kind of gas every day. So your words emit a dark cloud around you. So you need to recognize that. That's why you are not feel very well. Maybe that is also normal people think. I feel very like unwell now because he said like that. That is a normal way of thinking. But in fact, reality is because your way of thinking and your words is not good. That's why you are unwell. So that is you need fundamentally you need to admit. Then if you use poisonous words like exhaust gas, you should try how to speak less. Normal people, the more you did bad words, the more you speak. This is the normal people. But if you are a disciple of Alcantara, please realize now you are very emotional. Yeah, it cannot be helped. Maybe it cannot be helped. You can feel like something not well. But at that time, please keep silence until exhaust gas will be gone. Means, yes, if you feel my mind is now transparent, then start talking with love. Always, when you should check, always what you should check is just only one point: whether you love the person in front of you. Okay, so that you can speak out something. Otherwise, you need to stop. Then this means you are causing others trouble, so you must correct your words. Okay, so, and then next, this is also very important point. If you use poisonous words like exhaust gas, you should try. Sorry, I read it already. You have to carefully listen to others' words, define your words, and give them out little by little. Because it is hard to connect the heavenly world. Okay. You need to focus on asking heaven to help that person through my words, through my mouth. Please help that person. In my case, I always pray for God, pray to God, and pray to angels to help both those people in front of me. So that heaven has given me great words so far. Of course, I needed some preparation. Whenever I made a speech like 1 hour, I study more than 10 hours or 20 hours. And then, but I forget everything. But like this, I can speak anything from master's poor. So prayer is very important. And then you have to learn to think before you speak. Yes. Normal people speak immediately, right? Without thinking anything. Just show him or her your own emotion. And then normal people think this is the truth. Because I feel anger, I feel exhausted, I feel something bad. That's why it is good idea to show them immediately. But stop it. Think a moment. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then start with praying to heaven little by little. So I write down with red words. Okay, I will read it, this one. So please listen carefully. If you are about to say angry words, you should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And think whether you should say them. Checkpoint again. Again, I tell you, whether you love that person very well. If you can say, yes, I love, you can say something. With praying to angels. Or send that email to that person. Okay. Sometimes even the email or WhatsApp or something like that becomes big problems. Because whenever you write down the sentences in the email or WhatsApp or line or something like that, you can be very emotional, but you cannot take it correctly. So be careful about it. So before sending the email, before sending the WhatsApp, or before telling him something, stop thinking and think of that, whether you love that person. Those words you wrote down, you try to speak out, are based on love or not, based on baby anger. If it's anger, you should stop definitely. Okay, so words can be weapons to fight with. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you remember clearly. I say you don't have to say them, then you should not. Please make this effort then in this circle. First reaction and the second reaction. First reaction and second reaction. That means, first reaction means, as I said, the instinct like anger, hatred, or jealousy, the doubt, and battles, something like that. And then, first reaction cannot be helped doing so, but you need to wait second reaction. Second reaction, that is psychological words. So, second reaction means after watching those reactions in your mind, you need to correct with rationally and positively. You need replace those bad words into great words that encourage people to do good. Okay, words can be weapons on fight with, and there are times when you have to use them, but they can be the cause of damaging the trust in your relationships. So you have to be careful. Okay, so if you distinguish this first reaction and the second reaction, you can be wiser than before. Okay, so normal people cannot distinguish like first reaction and the second reaction. Always think of first reaction only, right? The emotion, I mean. Then almost done. Okay, especially when you are spiritually sensitive. Yes, if you belong to happy science very long time, those people exist. All people exist in our organization. Very spiritually sensitive. You will attract evil spirit that possess you through words. Okay. The bad words to criticize others, even if you have a good intention, but that summon the evil spirits, even the Satan. Please remember, if you want to summon the devils or Satans or evil spirits, please use the harsh words or dirty words, like you are wrong, it's rude, the attacking words. So you can summon the evil spirits and the devil Satan, and even in your mind, okay? So, and those possessing spirits will make you speak harsh words toward others. Then you end up saying the last thing that others want to hear, or saying words that stick the knife into their wound. Okay, so that can be caused by evil spirits. So not only you, toward others, you give knife. Then both of you can be possessed by evil spirits as a result. So this is point. I write down also with red ones. Okay? You may be correct. Your words may be right. Your words may be right. Yes, he did wrong thing. He did bad. He expressed bad words, and that's not suitable for these circumstances. But he said, if you are under negative spiritual influence, even if you are under negative spiritual influence, you want to say, you are wrong, it's rude, or something like that. But the influence of an evil spirit is connected to your conscious mind. Evil spirits intensify what you think in the conscious mind, making you say harsh words to ruin your relationship. This is the intention. Whatever you say, yeah, you may be right. But if you say harsh words like go out now, right now, or you are wrong, like that, then evil spirits smile towards both of you, like their relationship has broken already. I won. Like that. That happens sometimes. So that's why. Very careful. And then, so if you notice that you are under negative spiritual influence, you have to stop and make an effort to reflect on yourself. Reflect yourself doesn't mean you are wrong. As he said, you may be right. But if you use the harsh words toward others, that's a kind of a good reason evil spirits come to you. So that's why this is very important point. Then our basic sutra, this is the last one. Okay. On basic sutra, the true words spoken by Buddha preaches about the right mind. Yes. If you want to know if you are living correctly or if you are living with right mind, I encourage you to make a habit of examining your words through the practice of right speech. Yes. Today, I talked about happiness from right speech because through your speech, you can recognize whether I have a good mindset. Even if you are saying what you are saying is right, but if you use the harsh words to express that, you are not in the good mindset. Okay, you need to admit that. Check your words first. So words can either create or ruin happiness. This is also very severe. I don't say harsh words. Okay, this is very severe for us as practitioner. Okay, we are here, the practitioner. Okay, so that's why this is very needed. Then you have to develop willpower and self-discipline. Can you read it? This is the conclusion of this lecture.
One more.
Yeah,
One more left.
you have to develop willpower and self-discipline.
Yeah, I got that. One more left.
Yeah, I have one more, but that is a practice, okay? So those who can develop such willpower and self-discipline are wise, not stupid. You should know that those who have a lot of depth are wise. I would like you to know that those who are eloquent and often attack others verbally are not considered commendable. Okay. So then, if you start this training, first accept what he says, and then have like a strategy, what you should say to give certain recognition. You are child of God, child of Buddha. Then pray to the Lord. This seems like very complicated, but if you practice this way, you can get greater relationship with others. So don't rush yourself to speak up, even if he or she said something wrong. But don't try to stop it, and just listen and have certain strategy in your mind. And also ask help angels or Lord El Cantare so that they will help you through your mouth. Definitely, that is a miracle. You will be given certain words to encourage him to be good. Okay. Reason why he or she didn't listen to you because you don't realize this rule. Okay. Just try to show him what you feel. Your emotion, I mean, anger, hatred, or just feelings phrase like that. But not feeling, but reality. You need to make him wake up, make her wake up through your mouth. Is it difficult? Sometimes even me, sometimes feel bad. It was doing so. So that this world can be great utopia. Okay. This is a kind of plan of house to create utopia. I showed you, but whether you can do it, up to your training. Okay. Every day, please read this through a sutra. True as spoken by Buddha. Then, please be careful. Even he's your wife, your husband, your partner, your children. Then, your grandfather, grandmother. So be careful about it. So the closer your relationship is, the more careful you need to be, right? Yeah. So, and then lastly, we will practice self-reflection finally, okay? So we have still around 30 minutes. So happiness from light speech, last one, okay? This is a way to reflect yourself, light speech. So remember what you saying today or within this week, from Monday to today, and pick up some points. What do you say? And maybe when you criticize others or have like a quarrel with others, and then you remember clearly. So pick up such kind of very severe situation. You don't need to tell to me, but pick up that. What kind of conflict you have? Then remember that. So reflect on it based on this rule. Okay? And then it goes understanding and forgiveness will change your grudge into love. Ah, sorry. I need to show you one example. The one example, the lady who overcome bad relationship with husband. So, but okay, I will bring it here. That will take 5 minutes. I will show you. If not, I will go for. Oh yeah, I don't remember clearly. Well, Okay, I will show you this.
ちょっと夫婦はもう険悪でしたので、はっきり言って
I
しま
will
え
go
ば、
out to the activities
私は
of Fukuoka
困ってしまうし、
while my husband stayed home in great distress, and he has been hard on me for the last 10 years. I realized I was not happy, but I am not happy. Something must be wrong as Happy Science member. So I decided to take the Eightfold Path seminar. I don't like self-reflection. I cannot do it. So I don't reflect on myself well. When I was contemplating on the theme Light Soul, I remembered how I felt lonely when in my childhood. So that memory came to me with the word grudge. I didn't think I had a grudge against my parents. I thought I had a grudge against my husband. And I knew that I was responsible for that. But I still thought he was partly responsible too. But I heard that the phrase self-responsibility. I immediately heard about it. I really thought about it. So I admitted that everything that came from him but is a result of my thought. But I admitted it, but this feeling of loneliness welling up inside of me. I cried and cried, but the feeling is not good. My parents left me and never came to see me during my younger days. I was very lonely and cried at night. I rejected my parents. So I thought they don't have to come back. I was 7 years old then, but I made up my mind. I clearly saw the process of how that turned into a grudge. I studied the truth that in order to remove the grudge, you need love. Love is the only cure. I knew that in my head, but I realized that love and grudge didn't go together. I didn't make sense to me. I thought, what should I do from now on? I didn't know what to do and asked the head minister for help. He said, I will give you a hint. He said, understand your parents. I've heard about the reflection on your parents. I tried, but didn't think there was much to reflect on. But I was too to understand my parents. He said, to understand them is to love parents. He told me, understanding turns into yourself. I was taken. That is when I saw the connection between grudge and love. So I asked him 3 times. I need to understand them, right? Then it will change into love. The head minister answered, yes, that's true. I said, I see. And to follow his words, I went into the meditation. I tried to find out what kind of feelings and thoughts my parents have. I thought it must have been very hard for my parents. They left me as if they ran away from me. I thought they ran away from me and left me. But I understood the pain they went through by leaving their own child. I knew it, but I didn't admit it. But I finally understood that no one would be happy to leave their children. My parents must have suffered so much. So I started to reflect on my mother. I really love my mother. I realized. That is why it turned into a grudge. Then, how about my father? I didn't think that I had any hard feelings for my father. It was the same for my father. I had a grudge. So he didn't do anything directly to me, but he didn't come to get me. When I thought I loved my mother very much, I thought I loved my father very much too. I realized how foolish I was. I blamed my husband, but I was terribly wrong. I realized that I love my husband very much. I thought if he is gone, I would be lonely. When I left home, I decided to heighten my love for my husband to the level of existence of love. My love is not at that level yet. I was very happy to be able to feel that way. I apologized to Lord Alcantara, saying, I am sorry. I apologize to my husband, my mother, my parents, my brothers and sisters, and my children. I was not sure if I did the right thing, but after that, I never felt lonely again. I no longer feel sad. I no longer have a grudge. Self reflection was all about understand others. I understood that the phrase in the Dharma of the right mind, it was spoken by Buddha, understand others and reflect upon yourself. I discovered one of the tendencies of my life. This is the least I can do, Buddha. I always go the wrong direction. But Buddha has always been watching over me. I am really grateful for that. This really was a great seminar for me. Thank you very much. Do you understand? Some point I missed. Yes. Do you understand what she said? Yes. She has a big grudge in her mind. Then she didn't realize that is where that it has come from. But through the seminar, she realized that that was came from my experience in my childhood. Then becomes grudge. Then at the moment she understood the feelings of her parents, the grudge disappeared. And then instead, her heart filled with love. Mm. So understand can change grudge into love. So that's why if you realize sometimes you use like harsh words, then maybe you have some bad thought caused by someone in your childhood. So you need to root out such cause. But I don't think you can do it within 30 minutes. There. Please continue this way. Or if we can have a plan to practice eightfold fast for 2 nights or 1 night seminar in this temple. So, and then please do it. All right, then we will start. Reflection. Even if we don't have enough time to reflect, but it's good idea. Just remember what we should do, and then you can do it in your house also. Okay, let's practice right speech based on 100% self-responsibility. Yes, because the you suffer during here, like fourth line, you suffer because you cannot understand, forgive, and love that person, not because of that person's behavior. Okay, so normal people think because he said like that, that's why I'm very unhappy, I'm very miserable. That is a very normal pattern. But instead, as she said, everything comes from your mind. Even if you don't admit that, you cannot go forward. So, and then you may go to hell like that. So, because the people in hell always saying like, because of that person, I am miserable. I don't understand why I'm in the hell. But heavenly world people, just 2 points they did. It's one is WF, you can say. WF. One F is forgive. Another F is forget. Okay. Yes. Because the more you think the more logically you think, the more you can get into the wonder world. Okay, so there, love others is the instinct of human spirit. This red line says, okay? This red line says, please note that. Uh, Love others is the instinct of human spirit. That's why you become miserable when you cannot love others. Love is the instinct of humankind. That's why whenever you cannot love others, you can be very miserable. Mm. So don't have a sense of victim. Yes. If you blame to others, like because of that person, I am very unhappy. God is not unfair. Uh, so you need to be very careful. Okay. Although it may be difficult to change your first reaction, it's difficult. But second reaction can be changeable. Yes. To do so, you need to be a bit patient with time. Like 5 seconds or 10 seconds with deep breathing and prayer, okay, toward angels and God. So let's look for another reaction you can take. So please pick up some, like 2 or 3, what you did in this week or today, especially if you did like a quarrel with someone. So please pick up that, and then check whether you could do better. Okay? So please look for with asking heavenly one. They will help you. Now they are coming now. Okay? So before starting, we will recite prayer to guardian guiding spirit and deep breathing and start reflection. Okay? Like 10 minutes or something. Not too long. If you have a prayer book, please recite with me. But if you don't have, pick up there or put your hands in prayer. Prayer to guardian guiding spirit. My guardian guiding spirit, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this I give my thanks. Okay, let's start with thinking some correct in this week. And then think of that, whether I could have another way, better way to give words to him or her. Let's start. Please ask your guardian guide spirit if you start in your mind. Please don't forget to practice deeply when you reflect on from your day, not just one day, from your day.
Let's present reflection. Thank you. How was it? Yeah, good. Yeah, because through that kind of reflection, you can develop yourself. You can realize how we can be granted by God
how much we can be granted by God. So then you can be happier. But if you feel happier, please use the mouth and encourage people around you to come here and just sit down. And then if they think like it's difficult to watch movie or lectures, I can talk with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can realize how much you are loved by God. That is our aim. So if you feel a bit happiness here inside of this temple, whenever you join this kind of session or listen to master lecture, watching a movie, please share with us through your mouth. The words will given from heaven. Okay. But if you even if you get a failure, they said no, don't worry about it. The normal rate to you can take the others here is just 1%.
Yeah.
100 people will come. So try and try. If you, the more people you try to encourage them to come, the more like percentage growing up. Okay, so the more rate of people will come. So then don't afraid of it. Failure becomes a nutrition of yourself. So then let's try and spread our happiness toward everyone. And then just take a bow, and 10 minutes later we will start. From 10 to 4, we will start a Zoom meeting and share your reflection around the talk. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. If you can, please join our Zoom meeting after 7 minutes or something, 10 minutes, 10 past 4. Thank you.